Hey everyone, welcome back to the Everton Career Mode. It's episode 10 and this one is going to be a little bit different. I haven't updated you guys on the FA Cup yet. So we're going to have a nice little FA Cup special here to start the episode. Our first game was against Millwall. I'm going to let the highlights run. I just want to talk a little bit about what I expect going into the FA Cup. And honestly, I want a deep cup run. I want to give the fans something to cheer for. We crashed out of the League Cup. Honestly, we didn't have depth. I had to rotate. West Ham ended up beating us convincingly. But this time around, I want to put a lot of emphasis on it. You know what? We're not going to win silverware in terms of the league, but maybe we can get a deep cup run here. Maybe it'll be exciting. And the board expects us to get round of 16, so that's just 2 wins. And considering Millwall was the first game, you know what? I think this is doable. And we did end up winning against Millwall, just 1-0. There wasn't a lot of chances in the game, but we got it done. We moved on to the second round, where we got Aston Villa. And you know, guys, games against Aston Villa, always fireworks. After that 5-1 thrashing, I take them very seriously. So here we go, guys. The game against Aston Villa. And you know what? I was a little bit afraid because they didn't seem to rotate the squad that much. We had just won in the league 2-1. And they played basically the same squad. I decided to rotate because a lot of guys were tired. And you know what? I wanted to give our youngsters a chance, or the reserves, because they do deserve it. We had a very decent clearance here. We played solid defensively early on. It was a bit of a scare, but we went on the counter here. And you know what? We had a lot of joy this time against Aston Villa. They seemed lethargic. I don't know how to explain it. Usually they're very lively and attack us very well. They seemed lethargic, and we able to get a quick goal here in the early minutes of the game. Rondon pounces on it. Rondon has actually been quite good in these games where you really need him to show up. In cup games, he's been an expert at scoring goals. In the League Cup, he was doing very well until we got eliminated, so very happy for him. Villa seemed to sort of wake up after that, and immediately they attacked us, they put on pressure, and finally that pressure paid off. I had Hilton in net, and you know what? I'm thinking maybe Pickford would have saved this shot, but I don't know. That was a really good shot from Ollie Watkins. I'm not going to blame Hilton for it. He had a few good saves leading up to this, so he was having a decent game. And you know what? Sometimes a really good strike can go in. I don't know, you guys decide. Was that savable? Would Pickford have had it? I don't know. It was 1-1. It was a pretty even game for the most part. Like I said, Aston Villa was lethargic. In the end, we were able to get the win against Aston Villa after a really nice play here. It was a one-touch pass, or like a back heel here for Rondon. He gets it in off the post. And like I said, Rondon has been huge for us in cup competitions. So we get the win and move on to the round of 16. The board expectations are now fulfilled. And we wait and see who we get in the round of 16, guys. And it ends up being Blackburn, guys. A championship side in the round of 16. We lucked out. You know what? If we win this, we're in the quarters. This could be the deep run we were looking for. I am so excited. We have a bunch of games still after that in this episode, but this is where our episode really starts, guys, against Blackburn. I'm going to rotate the squad, like I said. It's still only a championship side. I'm going to play Gbamin left back. Because Dean is tired, I don't have a good replacement. I'm going to try out Gbamin there. I'm going to play the normal round of players, the players who won the game for us against Millwall and against Villa. We'll put our trust in them and see what happens here.
May we please make some noise as we welcome our visitors, Everton, and your Blackburn Rovers. And here is how Blackburn Rovers...
Okay, guys, we started this game positively on the front foot. We were playing good attacking football. Our reserves are quite capable. Brooks thumps it against the crossbar, and it was so close to being 1-0, but Blackburn comes back. And you know what, guys? They surprised me. They put up a hell of a fight here, and they take the lead. They take the lead with a very nice strike from the outside. And I'm kind of shocked, man. Like, it's a championship side. I didn't expect to go down this quickly. In the 18th minute, we're down 1-0. Hilton could not save that. Unfortunately, we also grabbed a few injuries and I had to bring on subs, but that worked out in our favor. I brought in Alan St. Maxim and he gets 2 chances, and on the third, he buries it. Good persistence from him, but I'm starting to worry a little bit because we had fresh guys. I had to take them off, put early subs in, guys who are tired, so they're going to be exhausted by the end of the game. And quite frankly, I don't have the subs later on, so I'm a little bit worried. But we continue to attack here. Alan St. Maximin again making things happen. We play it around very nicely. Again, these players are quite capable. He makes a very intelligent layoff here for Townsend, and it's a very good shot. It almost goes in, but we end the half at 1-1, and you know what? It was a pretty even game, and I was already sort of starting to get a little bit anxious because we couldn't create really anything until the 72nd minute here when Townsend makes a great run on the wing. He whips in across for Rondon, who blasts it in. What a goal! And Rondon, like I said, has been so good in the cup for us, and even in the league, he's popped up with very crucial moments, crucial goals. Guys, you remember against Leeds, he got us the winner. Against Liverpool, he had that run that with Iwobi that they scored, and he produces again here in the cup, but Blackburn would not give up, and in the 88th minute, they put in a cross and blasted in very similarly. Oh my goodness. It's 2-2, and it will be, you could just feel it there. Extra time, and I'm scared because what if it's penalties? And I had made all my substitutions at that point. I can't put Pickford in, so it would have to be Hilton. Rondon was trying to come up big. He put in a header. It was saved by their goalkeeper, and I'm starting to sweat here, guys. I really am, because you know what? There's an opportunity to make the quarters here, and I don't want to lose that against Blackburn just because I decided to rotate the squad. Maybe it was just time to put in the starters. I put a cross in though here, and guys, Branthwaite comes through. The youngster, our CB, gets us a goal. We're in front. I am so excited. Look at his joy. He goes to the bench. It's such a good moment for the youngster. He's had a little bit of opportunity in the cup and in the league to show something, and he comes up huge here, huge, and he's 6'5", guys. We sold Mina, one of our twin towers, but Branthwaite is our young up and coming future Evertonian, and he puts us in front in this game in the FA Cup. What a header. And you know what? We continued to attack Blackburn, and we had a little bit more joy to come from. Look at his joy, guys. But yeah, we had a little bit more joy here. We drive at them again. We're exhausted, but we get a chance here. It falls to Aaron Gordon, who puts it away, guys. The two youngsters provide us the spark we need to get through to the quarterfinals, guys. I wanted a deep FA Cup run, and we seem to have it here. We're in the quarters. Who knows who will get in the quarters? I am so excited, guys. I am really, really excited. Maybe we can make a surprise here in the FA Cup. Guys, look at this. Look at who we got. It's Bristol City in the quarterfinals. This is unbelievable. 2 championship sides in a row this deep into the competition. This is really fortunate, guys, and this is it. This is our chance to get a deep run in the FA Cup. We win this, and we're in the semi-finals, guys. That's huge. At that point, it's only 2 games, and anything can happen. And look at who's left. Liverpool play Arsenal, so only one of those teams is going through. Leeds and West Ham, that's not all that difficult. And no City, no United. Probably Chelsea is going to go through, but we have a really good chance to make something happen in the FA Cup here, guys. And the game is upon us. The game is right now almost. We're going to skip to it. I'll show you guys what happened in that game, and then I'll go into the Spurs and Watford game. But in terms of who I'm starting, you know what? I'm going to go with who got us here. I'm going to keep faith and start the guys. They've got us this far. Let's see if we can win one more game here against Bristol, guys. Let's go.
Will you please make some noise as we welcome our visitors, Bristol City. and your very own Toffees Everton. And the Everton...
Guys, Cantwell absolutely terrorized Bristol City. Early on, he puts us in front in the 26th minute, and what a goal that is. I am so glad we bought this guy. He is so fun to use. He is so smooth on the ball. He's so comfortable. He has the ability to play a weighted pass. He has this ability in his locker to put it in from distance, and his finesse shots are just so good to use. Like, it's just so surprising. His long shots and his curve aren't even that good yet, but he's just so good. And once he improves his weak foot, this is only going to get better. We continue to attack Bristol, and honestly, it was a decently easy game. Townsend puts a beautiful ball in for Damari Gray, and it's working perfectly. The stuff I implemented is paying dividends. Townsend shows why he's leading the league in assists, and I put Gray as striker for this exact reason. He runs in behind with pace, and he has the finishing to go with it, so he can nicely put in balls like this. Calm, cool as you like, just puts it in the back of the net, and it's 2-0. But honestly, this game was all about Cantwell. He destroyed Bristol, and he made it just feel so easy to win against them. It really was. Here he dictates play, he puts it, lays it off for Brooks, he smashes it in, and it's 3-0, and we are coasting, guys. This game wasn't all that difficult. It wasn't, and maybe it's because it's a championship side, sure. But I think Cantwell was really a difference maker this game. He ran the show. He got that early goal. Here he lays it off, and he just had everything in this game. Everything. And I was so impressed. I'm going to give him much more chances in the league because he honestly deserves it. We brought in some subs. Aaron Gordon, reminding that he's there even though we've got our wingers, our new ones. He's reminding us that he's still there. He puts in a great ball. It comes in the end for Gakpo, who I just subbed in for the last few minutes just to give those guys a breather because they were exhausted. And he puts it in. He gets a little bit of sharpness because there's still league games coming up, guys. And we comfortably win this game 4-0. And here we go. We are in the semifinals, guys. This is huge. Alright guys, so that's our FA Cup roundup, and now we're on to the two league games of our episode against Tottenham and Watford. And this game against Spurs specifically is crucial. It is a massive game for us because they are above us in the league table, and they're one of the teams we need to beat out to the Europa League spot. In addition, we have been absolutely downright abysmal defensively, and that stops now. Guys, we have lost 10 goals in the last 3 games. That is simply unacceptable. And we have to plug the hole, and we have to plug it now. It's not going to be easy because Spurs have an excellent side. They play a 4-3-3, capable of countering you, but also capable of controlling the game. Kane is essential to both. He can bury you single-handedly with 94 finishing, but he can also link up play so well with his exceptional passing. The wingers they have are just lightning quick. They are electric. Between Moura, Bergwijn, and Son, they will absolutely wipe the floor with you on the counter. It's very dangerous, and we absolutely can't let them have opportunities from that. But even if we shut that down, they have a midfield capable of breaking you down. Next to City, I'd say they're the best passing side here. Everybody has mid-80s passing, and we're just going to have to somehow shut that down. Unlike in the first game, when we won, we nicked it 1-0 against Tottenham. They played slow fullbacks. This time, they're not. All their defenders are capable physically. They're strong, they're fast, and we won't be able to exploit that. Honestly, I don't see too much of a weakness here that we can exploit. And honestly, we just really need to plug this hole that we're leaking goals like crazy. I'm setting up in a 4-4-2, but this is not the classic 4-4-2 I play, guys. For this game specifically, for this one game, I'm setting everyone back. We are not taking a risk. This will almost resemble 2 banks of 4. Sort of like Burnley play. We will sit back and we will wait very patiently for our counter opportunities. I'm going to start Holgate and Keane instead of Godfrey to have as much playing out from the back ability as possible, and we're just going to above all, try not to lose a goal and just get a result here. If I have to play anti-football to do it, I will. This is a very crucial game, and it could be a defining moment here in this career mode. Let's go, guys.
Teams enter the pitch. Tottenham Hotspur are lining up as follows. Number 1, Hugo Lloris. Number 15, Eric Dyer. Number 3,
Alright, like I said, guys, this game wasn't ever going to be fireworks just by virtue of how I set the team up. I set them up not to lose, and I'll admit it. As far as Tottenham goes, I'll say this. For as much creativity they have in midfield, they do lack a little bit of defensive awareness. Early on in the game here, one pass takes out the entire midfield. Emerson has to step out. The defense is disorganized. Gakpo gets on the end of it, and it's 1-0, guys, in the first 3 minutes. In a game that I thought we were maybe going to nick it at the end, we take an early lead, and I'm thinking we're taking this 1-0 home, even if I have to play anti-football. I mean, Gakpo, what a finish from him. That outside foot shot is lethal. This is going to be a staple in his arsenal. I just know it. In terms of how we played, we had one more chance in the first half. St. Maximin gets a header here. Lloris is forced to make a save, but we were honestly very conservative and tried to be as solid defensively as possible. That was the primary goal for me. I really, really wanted a clean sheet here. Unfortunately, we make one error, one critical error. They press us well. Moura gets on the end of it. He crosses it in, and Doucouré makes a bad challenge. He brings Bergwijn down. It's a penalty awarded. I'm frustrated because this didn't need to happen. We played it out bad from the back. Doucouré could have done better here. Unfortunately, we didn't. Kane steps up to take the penalty. It's Kane versus Pickford, 2 England internationals. And Kane puts it away. That wasn't even a good penalty, guys. Like, Pickford could have easily dove the other way and saved it. Unfortunately, it's 1-1. But I'm still thinking, just keep calm. We can at least get this 1-1. Maybe get a chance late on in the game and nick it. For the most part, we were solid defensively. We really were. But Tottenham was always going to create some chances. Pickford was called upon a few times to make a save, and he bailed us out. Like I said, we tried to keep it limited, and we did. That's why in the second half, there barely was anything. We honestly sat back so conservatively. In the last moments of the game, Townsend gets a chance. Lloris puts it on the post. That was a golden chance. Unfortunately, off of that, they counter back, and in the very, very last moments of the game, they play it around, and my blood is boiling. Reguilón gets a shot off, and it's saved by Pickford. Thank God for Pickford. He bails us out. He is just mad at his defenders for even letting this happen. But we bring it home, guys. We bring the result home. As far as I'm concerned, mission accomplished, or at least the minimum objective accomplished. We stopped leaking so many goals. We were solid defensively for the most part, and we get an important result against Tottenham. That's what I was looking for. Okay, guys, we aren't in the worst situation here. If we win our game in hand, we're on par with Manchester United, and we're only 3 points away from Wolves. Now, catching up to Chelsea is going to be difficult. If they win their game in hand, they're 9 points above us, and Spurs is even higher. Honestly, I fear that we're going to have to beat out Man U for 5th, and honestly, we just have to take it game by game here. That Spurs game, it was what it was. We needed a result, but this Watford game, we need 3 points. We absolutely need 3 points, and we need to get back to our attacking system, hopefully win convincingly here. Now, Watford's set up in a 4-1-4-1. It's a bank of 4 and a bank of 5. They're going to sit back probably and wait patiently for their chance to counter, which is exactly what we did in the Spurs game, and that's fine. They can do this because they have a very simple recipe. They have pace. They have pace out wide in Denis and Sarr, and they have pace up front, whether they play King or Sema. And that's sort of the blueprint for them. They can do this also because they're supported by very hardworking midfielders in the middle, whether it be Tufan, Kuchka, whether it be Sissoko, anyone they play, They all have great stamina and great work rate. Many of them are very mobile as well, so it's going to be difficult. Their main weakness, and it is very glaring, is their defense. They have very poor defenders in certain positions. In certain positions, they have slower defenders like Danny Rose. Siralta in specific is just very slow and also very bad in terms of the Premier League if you look at the Premier League average at defending. So we need to take advantage of this and we need to bypass the midfield and just go at them. Get those balls into our strikers. I'm not going to do anything tactically here. We just play our best squad and we attack them straight from the get-go. Guys, we need to win this game. It's just as simple as that.
May you please make some noise as we welcome our visitors Everton and your Watford.
Alright guys, this game was fireworks. We wanted to attack straight away. Alright, here we go. 3rd minute. Alan Saint-Maximin picks it up, cuts in, drives at the defense. He gets a shot off just wide. But boy oh boy did this set the tone for the game. And the name of the game was quick vertical play, one-touch football. In here for Calvert-Lewin. Mamardashvili makes the save. But this was just intense. And Watford was a lot better than I thought they were. They played adventurous and we dodged a bullet in the 12th minute. But there was no time to think about it because we were straight on the counter on our bikes. And Richarlison picks it up on the left. He drives and look at this. He mesmerizes his defender, cuts in, puts a shot, curls it. It's just off the post. There's no time to think though because Watford's right back at us. Rose gets a shot. Pickford makes a save. It was like this the entire game, guys. It was quick vertical play for both teams. Counter opportunities everywhere you look. Richarlison, nice one touch in for Calvert-Lewin. It's a save. It is madness, absolute madness. It was just such a tennis match. Here we go, Watford again on the counter. They put it in to the knee and Aaron's slips or, I don't know, trips. They put it in and it's 1-0. And what was that from Godfrey? I thought Godfrey got rid of his mistakes. I honestly did. He had a few games, a run of games where he didn't make a mistake. And then he comes up with this absolute garbage, this shambles. And it turns out that was an own goal. But how did he let him get in front? What is this? I'm mad at this point. I continue to attack Watford. Gakpo has a shot, a curler saved by Marmarashvili. And we continue to do this in the second half, guys. We are relentless. I'm not losing this game against Watford. I'm not losing. We work it around, and we have a decent play here. Gakpo again with the curler. This time he puts it low and puts it in the back of the net. That's what I'm looking for, guys. We move it around very nicely, bypass that midfield. In quickly for Gakpo. It's 1-1, but no time to think because we need to get more goals. We need to win against Watford. We play it vertically fast. Again, Richarlison gets on the end of it, and what a finish. My maestro, what a finish, Richarlison. And that is right. Knockout punch. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Quick vertical play is the way to go. And what a finish by Richarlison. I love this guy. I really do because he has everything in his locker. And that is just beautiful. Unfortunately, guys. Unfortunately. Past mistakes would come back to haunt us. And I'm talking about corners again. Here we go. Here's the nightmare. We defend it well. And then we can't get the second man. We can't ever get the second man. And our second cardinal mistake is that we let balls through in like this. And again, Pickford spills it right in front. Our defenders can't get to it. Individual errors. It's 2-2. And I am literally losing it right now. Because I cannot understand how these mistakes continue to happen. You don't get the second man. You don't defend the pass in the center. I understand Tottenham or City breaking you down. But how did that pass go through a Watford play? Like, it's just Watford, guys. They don't have the biggest quality here. I bring on Cantwell, and that was the deciding factor in this game, guys. He was very lively in the 25 minutes that he played. Here we go. He has a curler in his first few minutes onto the pitch. It's saved by Mamardashvili. And he would be the deciding factor. Like I said, this is why we brought him in. This right here, the ability to play this weighted pass into Calvert-Lewin. He smashes it in. It's 3-2, guys. I said I'm not going to lose against Watford. I'm not losing against Watford. He puts it in the back of the net. And this was an impact sub if I ever seen one. He did so well in that cup run, in the FA Cup, and he proved that he can do it in the Premier League. He's doing exactly what I wanted him to do. And if we increase his weak foot, he'll only get more potent. And Calvert-Lewin is going to finish these chances. Very reliable. I'm so happy we got this in. And I want to highlight some more play from Cantwell. A very tidy pass there, but look at his movement. He times his run here, gets it, and he drives forward. He rides a challenge here. Okay, he picks himself up, and look at his movement. Look at his ghosting into the box here. Gets a good chance. It's saved by their goalie. And that would be it. We get the win. We're back on track. We'll think about the defensive woes after. For now, the most important thing is we got the 3 points. Guys, if you enjoy my videos, if you're enjoying this career mode so far, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, be active in the comment section. I love engaging with you guys. For now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.